Good morning, everyone. It's Libby from Master Tarot, and fabulous to have you along for this journey again today. Going to flit across the world a little bit today. A lot of issues going on, mainly still in the US. Tonight is wee hours of the morning. Our time will be your 8th hearing for the January 6th committee, so I'll cover that tomorrow. Not expecting anything particularly startling as per what's happened previously, more just a confirmation of those of us that are aware already aware of. So what I want to tackle today, got a 2-page list, so we'll see how we go. Going first to Ukraine, of all places. Zelensky, a couple of days ago, sacked his head of his spy agency and also his prosecutor general. The head of the spy agency was actually a childhood friend, Bannon, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the prosecutor general's name, but have sacked them due to 60 employees under those two heads of department being charged with 651 crimes of Russian collusion. Just trying to think where to go with this. The south region of Ukraine fell very quickly to the Russians. It's unclear why it fell so quickly compared to other areas, and there is some speculation that this is caused by the collusion. Now, all the information being passed to Russia about Ukrainian defence and tactics. So I'm just going to have a quick look at are the allegations true and where they're going to go. I will put a link. There's going to be quite a few links in the comments, not the comments section, the my blurb section below. Today, quite a few links, but I'll put a link to a article that came out. It is an opinion article, but it's pulling in a lot of information from sources about the Russian military war machine failures, etc., and that it's really going to reach crux point in about August, which is next month, which may see the end of the war. So I'll put that link. It's quite long, but it is interesting. Comes with a lot of information out of Russia itself about failures within the military system. But first of all, okay, what cards am I going to use today? I might use my looking forward to getting my own office one day and off this little card table. What are these? These are my Gilded Tarot Royale. So I'm just going to ask the overall general about the usual Celtic cross in regards to the head of the spy agency and the head of the prosecutor general. Are the allegations true? Sorry, I'll just push you back a little bit there, a little bit more room. Tell me about the alleged Russian collusion by Ukrainian prosecutor general and spy agency staff. I'm not surprised, extremely disappointed, but not surprised. Ukraine and Russia are very closely tied in that many people in many families in Ukraine perhaps originated in Russia and vice versa. So there's I won't go further into that, but you get what I mean. Like there's the two countries are very community closely tied, obviously not politically. So I'm not surprised, but I am extremely disappointed. But tell me about this collusion with Ukrainian officials in Russia. Is it true? Is it true? And what does the future hold in regards to this? Page of Pentacles has popped out. This is about protection and security and the messenger. So this is a message about the Homeland Security coming forward, so there may have been a whistleblower in regards to it. Tell me about this. Alleged collusion. Thank you, Master. Let's have a look. See what else we get to today as well. Oh, yeah, not surprised. 9 of Swords. A lot of anxiety in regards to this. Now, whether this is on the side of the employees who are... well, yes, okay, thank you, Master. It is the employees who are charged, because this is treason. So they know that the truth is hanging over their heads, and they are very anxious about it. Okay, let's keep going. I didn't ask specifically from what side I would be reading this from. Page of Wands, the Messenger, inspired, not so much inspiring are the kings and queens, but an inspired messenger bringing forth this wand of communication that we need to know about. Yeah. 7 of Swords, lies, deceit, betrayal, stealing the truth, and carting it off for elsewhere. So yes, very much. King of Pentacles. In the past. Okay, keep going. 4 of Cups, crowning the reading. So this is the offer being made and the information being given, and disappointment. And this is how I'm feeling as well. And this is how Zelensky is feeling, and all those that have fought their darndest in regards to this invasion. Extreme disappointment at what is being offered. Near future, 5 of Swords. I'm not surprised he's turned up as well. Sabotage, betrayal. Externally, 5 of Wands. This is the infighting. This is the invasion and the war itself. So this is what's going on externally. None of these cards are surprising me whatsoever in regards to this. You can almost read them for yourselves, to be honest. Internally, hidden agenda, something not being revealed. So this will be internally. These are those that were passing over the information. They had a hidden agenda, hopes and fears. Okay, it is a crossroads of the truth at the moment. The truth coming out about the mercenaries, legal system and government. Yeah, you can almost read these for yourselves, those who follow me. So we've got the mercenary here. We'll be facing the might of the legal system and the government in regards to their giving and receiving help. And there will be this message of sort of rash action, rash movement, but it will come out. It will all come out. It's a new start in regards to the passion and the planning. So this is about the message. So in the giving and receiving information in regards to the messages that were relayed, and it's all going to come out under investigation, full illumination. Why am I not surprised? Russia's turned up. Russia, 8 of Cups, walking away from what's no longer serving them, but also walking to the delusion, working together, and now they're reaping what they've sowed. And it is a lot to do with the past connections, past family, the past closeness of the country. And then we have Zelensky has turned up. So there's nothing that nobody was, nothing there unexpected. I'm not surprised to see both those, well, the 9, the 5 and the 7 of swords all there. Yeah, those that, yeah, it's true that they did, and they are under investigation, and it will be brought to the light, and they are extremely anxious because it is a treasonous act, and there is disappointment, there is delusion of what they were doing. The action they took was mercenary, of the giving and receiving help, and it is going to come out. So there's nothing surprising there, just something we need to keep following. Okay, I shall touch on that when I have time. The kids suing the state of Montana in regards to their constitution, where the government is obliged to ensure clean air and water and environmental protection, which apparently Montana are not. I'm going to have a look at, oh gosh, who next? Bannon. Going to have a look at Steve Bannon's trial. Me and every other reader have a look at Steve Bannon. I'm going to use the tripping weight for him, usually my trump cards. So what's happening? Okay, the jury selection has been completed. The first day of trial has already occurred, so this is moving very quickly. By the time this goes to air, they will be well into their second day. When I say goes to air, I haven't looked to see how the second day's gone yet. But the two sides have made their opening statements. Prosecutor Vaughan has brought forward that Bannon was warned on several times in regards to the dates that his subpoena need to be complied by, and she's given a timeline as well. However, Defence Cochrane has also supposedly given a timeline and claiming that Bannon was unaware that he had to have his documents in by a certain date, so we'll see which one can actually be proven. And Defence Cochrane waffled on for a long time, like I tend to waffle on, mudding the waters with Bannon's biology, biograph. Oh, you know what I mean. Going back on his resume, waffling on about politics, claiming it was a political stunt, and the first witness has been called, who was a staffer who discussed the subpoena method, the January the 6th Commission, the urgency for these documents to be produced. So what we've got is, so it's about, for Bannon, it's about defying the subpoenas from the January 6th Commission. He's been charged with 2 counts of criminal contempt of Congress. The judge is Carl Nichols, who doesn't suffer fools lightly, so he's pushing this through really quickly. The argument was that the Bannon didn't realise the subpoena dates were final. Goodness me. So I just want to see how it goes for Bannon. A lot of people have read on this. Oh, Bannon. Illusion and delusion has popped out. Why am I not surprised? And I'm wondering whether that's deluded, that he's deluded about this trial. So quickly, Master Steve Bannon, because we've got other things to get on to. Oh, here's your prosecutor. Here's Carl Nichols, sitting firm on his throne with his sword, taking no nonsense. So tell me, how's Bannon's contempt of Congress trial going to go? Tell me about Steve Bannon's contempt of Congress trial. Steve Bannon's contempt of Congress. Someone put out a brilliant meme of a sketch of Bannon in court. You know how they do not the photographs, but they do the drawings of the court setting, and they had the judge and the defence, and then they had Is it Linus from Peanuts, the one that always used to sit in the sandpit and look filthy? as the caricature of Bannon, which is so true. Goodness, tell me about Bannon. Tell me about Bannon. I was actually, slightly off track, which I often do. Meister gave me this really profound image this morning while I was having a shower, which seems to be the time he pops in my head, because I'm not thinking of 50 zillion other things at the same time. And I did ask, why did these people get involved on this Trump train without thinking through how it was going to end? And what he gave me was the image of this absolutely wild roller coaster where it was, the adrenaline was flowing and the screams and the glee, and how these massive highs and as they were zooming around on this roller coaster. And then it showed them afterwards getting off and still being in the adrenaline rush, and then a few minutes later basically they're left with nothing but a bit of vomit on their shoe and $30 broker. So that's basically what it was. They were on this roller coaster without thinking of the consequences afterwards of left with less than nothing once the roller coaster ride was over. Okay, tell me about Bannon and the... Okay, so popped out the Three of Cups, which is for those who are wondering why they haven't moved on Trump yet, what they're doing first is they're going for the low-hanging fruit. They're working on the outer circle and moving in, and Bannon is one of these low-hanging fruit. Okay, so tell me, Meister. Bannon and his contempt of Congress trial. How will it go? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, here he is again. Okay. This is all about moving in on the circles of the low-hanging fruit, picking them off one by one as they move inwards. Challenged by the Four of Pentacles, which is about playing your cards close to your chest, but also being very insecure about money and not having a lot of money, hanging on to what you've got. Okay, not sure how this trial... Oh, harsh truth coming forward. In the past, yeah, in the past. So this roller coaster ride followed by nothing but a bit of chopped carrot on your shoe at the end. He was duped by this fool's gold, by this pathway of supposed power and riches, which is literally just melted away in his hands, and that's also in the past. Oop, they're a little bit slippery, these cards, being new-ish. Oh, okay, yeah, crowning the reading. He's going to jail. Okay, I'm sure you'll be pleased about that. He's going to find himself in some way confined by the truth. The truth is going to confine him. I'm not surprised to see this either. He's going to be defeated and having to withdraw, wounded in battle. The truth, all these swords being the truth, basically putting him to rest. Externally, surprised about... Oh, okay, thank you, Meister. Externally, there's a lot of people very anxious and not sleeping at night because of what Bannon knows. Internally, he's going to try and make an offer. Okay. Which he has already done to the January 6th committee, but they said, oh, no thanks, we don't need your information, we already have enough. They already know, but he's going to try and make an offer. Here's Trump org and the hopes and fears. Trump org, wow, okay. Okay, the messages are going to, can be about celebration, but if you have a look, you've got in the background, everybody's walking away from this couple. So it's a partnership that the information that's going to come out is actually going to confine them. Here's Trump, here's Russia, and here's information coming forward from overseas, a whistleblower, wounded in battle, and a very powerful message coming forward. Okay, again, you don't really need me to read these for you. You can see for yourself. A hidden agenda regarding the emperor. Well, this is the Trump energy. This is this roller coaster energy I was talking about. This is Trump himself. And oh gosh, doesn't he look like an old hippie trying to hang on to his childhood? But this is the roller toxic, greedy, confining energy, chained to this. You know what I'm talking about. In regards to Russia, information coming forward overseas, whistleblower. Going to have to defend himself, set up some boundaries. But he's been wounded. He's been wounded in this battle as this information comes forward again, and then again we have more information coming forward. The delusion, the tower. He's going to make an offer, but may be disappointed in the outcome in regards to his relationships. And then we have death. Not literal death, but the bowling over of the king, pleading for a new beginning for the sake of the children. But yeah, it's death and rebirth, endings and beginnings. Again, you don't really need me to read on that. So basically it comes back to, it's not going to go well for him. There's a lot of people really anxious about the information he has. In regards to the Russian connections, it's going to come forward. He's going to try and make an offer, a plea bargain of some sort. I don't know that they're going to accept it, so we shall see how that plays out. Couldn't happen to a nicer chappie. Right, I want to have a look at this one. I've been wanting to get onto, and I'm finding a little bit confronting. I use my runic tarot for these today because I'm looking at the Indianna doctor. I do have her name written down here somewhere. Caitlin Bernard, Dr. Caitlin Bernard, a gynecologist. She was the doctor that performed the abortion on the 10-year-old Ohio rape victim. I mean, we've still got Republicans claiming that she wasn't raped, that she wasn't pregnant. I mean, the rapist has been arrested and charged, so get over it, GOP. What's happened is that the Attorney General of Indiana, where abortion is legal, has named Dr. Bernard on Fox News. Now, this Attorney General is Mr., not surprised, GOP Attorney General, Mr. Theodore Rakita, has gone onto Fox News and claimed that this particular doctor, Dr. Bernard, is an activist who performs abortions illegally, does not report them to the state, etc., etc. So the Indiana Health Department has come out and said, no, she does report them. Here is the report for the 10-year-old. So it's a bit of a back and forth. So Dr. Bernard is suing Attorney General Rakita for defamation. She is receiving death threats from so-called Christian pro-lifers. no comment there. And I just want to, so he's sort of pushed back and said, oh no, he didn't defame her. And it's like, well, this is what you put out as a statement on national television. As a bit of a background on this Attorney General, just to give you an idea of the sort of person he is, he was the one that brought in the law for had to be a state government issued photo identification to be able to vote, which is one of the strictest laws to be able to vote in the US. If you don't have, so for example, you need a driver's license or something to that effect. Just if you don't have a driver's license, I don't know what other identification you would use. A student card with photo ID? I really don't know. But it's to try and prevent those of possible lesser means from voting. However, he has been anti-gerrymandering. He did bring in also a law stating that the state government could not use political data to draw up the district boundaries, so I'll give him credit for that. However, he is anti-affordable healthcare, he's anti-environment protection, he's a climate change denier, he's pro-tax cuts for the wealthy, he's pro-NRA, so I don't really need to go much more into him. But I want to have a look at Caitlin Bernard. Will she be okay? Her and her family have been receiving death threats. Oh, goodness me, people. Get over it. You know, it's got nothing to do with you. She performed an abortion on an 11-year-old who... a 10-year-old who would not have been able to carry the child to term. It was a risk to both mother and child. It was caused by rape. I just don't understand. On a little side note, Indianna apparently has brought in a law saying under no circumstances will abortion be performed even if the mother's life is at risk. I don't quite know how, that they must carry the child and bear the child. Now, if the mother's life is at risk, how's she supposed to carry a child? You know, can't carry a child if it kills you due to an ectopic pregnancy, or you know, or if your body is not physically able to. Anyhow. So apparently in Canada, which is literally over the border from Idaho, have said they have passed a law where they will enable abortions to be performed on Americans. So at least some common sense is showing. This is all about having to defend himself. I'm going to read that these laws are going to be put to the test. These laws are going to be put to the test is what I'm getting there. So tell me about Caitlin Bernard. Tell me about Caitlin Bernard and her defamation case. How will it go with her death threats? Tell me about Caitlin Bernard. Tell me about Caitlin Bernard. Just feeling this extremely heavy weight pressing down on my entire body. Just despair. Tell me about Caitlin Bernard. Tell me about Caitlin Bernard. Dr. Caitlin Bernard performed the abortion on the 10-year-old. How's it going to go for her? How's it going to go for her? Come on down. Let's see what these Viking cards have to tell me. Two of Cups, working together, partnerships. This is actually this one is a beautiful partnership, this one. Often the partnerships can be controversial, but this one's actually a lovely partnership. She has support quite strong support. I'm seeing that this is her lawyer. Her lawyer is also female. Male and female in tarot doesn't necessarily mean men and women. It's just an energy that they exude. But this is about working together. I'm really drawn to these two images. I don't know if that'll come into focus coming out of those cups. You've got the strength of the bull and the determination of the... I'm not sure whether he's an emperor or not, but this chappie on this side coming out, the strength and determination in this agreement. I'm also drawn to this rainbow in the background about unity of diversity, which gives me hope and positivity. She is crossed by or challenged by, okay, thank you, Master. He's telling me it's not a challenge, it is just reinforcing this card. The truth will move her forward into calmer waters, so thank you. Towards the sun. Base of the reading, Nine of Wands, which we had just in the previous draw. It's about feeling wounded in battle and having to set up boundaries. So she's going to have to be careful. But this court case is going to set up boundaries. But she's going to find it tough going. The messaging that she's going to be receiving is going to be tough going for her. In the past, the Knight of Wands, the inspired knight bringing forward a message, but it is a fiery message. Moving fast, moving rapid. 'Tis in the past. Now apparently the young 10-year-old, she was only 6 weeks pregnant, thank goodness, but still, goodness. But yeah, okay, thank you, Master. This is about the message getting out there that this is not okay. It is in the past. The message has been heard, and I wish the bloomin' lawmakers and the leaders, so-called leaders, would catch up. But this is the message, the passion and fire of this message getting out there. It's already out there. It's already out there. It's a small minority who are the threateners. She has this support. It is all about a new beginning for health. Powerful new beginning in regards to health reform. It is almost like a test case. A test case in regards to health reform. Okay, King of Swords. This is the court case itself in the immediate future. The Knight of Swords. I'm not surprised when I saw that. I immediately thought it was the Knight of Swords and then realised it was the King. There is this harsh truth that's going to come forward externally, and it is these leaders, so-called leaders and lawmakers, etc., need to take note. This truth is going to be really powerful. Internally, the Four of Swords. So this is about, this is not the court case, but she's going to find, so please give her encouragement, send her, the Dr. Caitlin Bernard, send her light and love. If you can get a physical message to her of encouragement to her, please do so. But internally, she's going to find herself needing to retreat. She's going to find herself not physically wounded, but emotionally and psychologically, mentally wounded. She's going to need to just pull back for her own sake and take some rest and respite. This is going to be hard for her. Hopes and fears, Queen of Wands, King of the investigation, the court case, the lawmakers, and a powerful, feminine, compassionate energy coming forward. This strong. She's holding this message stick again. It's about women stepping up. women stepping up and putting the message out there powerfully. Knight of Cups, offer coming forward. Three of Swords, disappointment, heartbreak, loss. Okay, see where it goes. Three of Wands, a plan coming to fruition. Ten of Wands, burden. Seven of Cups. Wow. Now I'm trying to remember what it actually means in other cards, because I'm really, really drawn to women supporting women in their choice in regards to birth. Women supporting women in regards to their choice for birth. So this is normally, can be illusion, delusion, it can be about choices, but look at this image. What a powerful image of women supporting women in regards to their choice. Okay, thank you, Meister. He's telling me this disappointment is going to be on behalf of the Rakita and those that are of that frame of mind as this feminine energy comes forward. It is going to be difficult. It is ten of Wands is if you think of other cards, it is about the burden of carrying the burden. But I'm just looking at what this trying to think whether he's the Ten of Wands or the Magician, because he almost looks like the Magician, but he is the Ten of Wands, and I'm looking at what he is planting here. I'll have to look further. I'm not even sure which one he is. If he is the Magician, either way, I'm looking at the image of the card, and look what has been planted in the ground, and the array of colours, the unity of diversity, the beautiful colours coming forward. And it is about this women supporting women, Sword of Truth. Base of the pack, we have this Strength card. Love this Strength card. There is going to be Five of Cups. It's going to be a win for her. She's going to find it really difficult, but it is going to instigate really serious change in the voice of women coming forward. This is the Five of Cups is about some loss and disappointment, but please retain this strength. But the loss and disappointment, 2 cups are spilled, 3 cups are still full. It's not going to be an achievement, a full achievement straight away, but concentrate on these 3 full cups: justice, a rebalancing, power, actions and consequences, and then we have temperance, which is about coming back to moderation. So going to be an interesting court case. She is going to be found to be in the right, but she is going to find it a difficult process. Gosh, I'm just feeling so sorry. She's going to find it a difficult process, but it is going to be, what did I say before, a case that is a court case that's going to be an instigation for real change, and the uprising of the feminine energy and the moving back to moderation where women can choose and they have the support of women. So all these elections that are coming up, including the election for Attorney General, Mr. Theodore Rakita, are coming up. Please get out and vote and make your vote count and help others to register. You have in this particular state of Indiana, you need apparently photographic ID. Please ensure that you have it, and encourage others to get theirs as well. So, that was a heavy reading. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please let me know before. What I'll get on to next time is I want to have a look at the kids suing the state government of Montana, and Ted Cruz has announced that the GOP are coming for LGBTI marriages as a scapegoat. So, and if when the likes of Ted Cruz tell you, listen, because that is what they are intending. But I'll get onto those two things next time, if I have time after the January 6th, 8th hearing. Okay, look after yourselves, take care, love to you all, sending light and strength to Caitlin Bernard, also to the prosecutor, Prosecutor Vaughan in Bannon's case, and to Zelensky in Ukraine. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.